Hello! In this video, I'm going to answer the question that I get asked all the time by my clients in my coaching practice, which is, is the narcissist treating the new supply any better than he treated me? And another form of the question, along the same lines, is, has the narcissist learned to love any differently with the new supply than he did with me? So I'm going to answer that question in this video. In this video, I'm also going to give you a life-changing strategy to help you stop focusing on what the narcissist is doing with the new supply and change what you're thinking about. So I'm going to answer that question, and I'm going to give you a strategy to kind of get you through it. If we're just meeting, my name is Tamara. I am your courtroom companion, and I come alongside you virtually to help you heal from narcissistic abuse or to heal from a long custody battle so that you can build your life back bigger and better. That's my passion. That's why I have this channel. So what do I mean by new supply? Narcissists have people in their life that they use, and it's called supply. It's narcissistic supply. And so a new person in the narcissist's life, a new girlfriend, a new wife, what have you, they're known as the new supply. And if you've been discarded by a narcissist, I'll link a video above and below, a video I did on discarding. That's the formal name of when a narcissist kind of tosses out the people in their life they don't need anymore. It's very, very painful. So you'll want to check out that video. But if you've been on the other end of that, you know how painful it is. And one thing that comes out of that is wondering how the narcissist was able to move on so quickly. And then that leads to, is the narcissist treating that person any better? Has he learned to love? Has he learned to, it must have been me, right? So that's what happens when you've been discarded by a narcissist. You begin to try to make sense of it all, and you find yourself asking that question. But at the root of the question, regardless of how that question takes shape, has he learned to love better? Is he treating the person better than he treated me? All of that is rooted in a very damaged self-worth that the narcissist took advantage of, likely initially, and continued to damage it. So that person who's asking this question has a very damaged self-worth, usually. And if you're trying to heal from being discarded by a narcissist, it is an emotionally savage healing process. It can take years to get through, and sometimes a lifetime to get through. But I created this channel to help people move through that process more quickly in a more healthy way. So do check out my other videos on how to heal from that. But because it's so emotionally savage, the person is oftentimes asking questions about how they could have changed the dynamic. Was it me? And to answer the question, no, the narcissist is not treating the new person any better than he treated you. It might appear that way, and believe me, they are putting it all on social media so that you do see it. The new person is probably posting pictures of the flowers the narcissist gave her, or they're posting jewelry that the narcissist gave her, or the dinners or the trips or whatever. That person doesn't know that they're being love bombed, right? And so the person that just got discarded by the narcissist is wondering, oh, they're in this, she must be getting treated better. But no, if you think back to when you were with the narcissist initially, he love bombed you too, or she love bombed you as well. And that's all they're doing. They're setting up the new supply in the same way that they set you up. A narcissist is unable to love another human being. So no, they are not treating the new person any better. They're just taking them through the same process they took you through. They don't love them any differently. They don't have the capacity to love another human being. They don't have empathy. And just as you were love bombed, that new person is being love bombed as well. And eventually the narcissist will take off their mask because it's too much work doing love bombing. It's too much work to try to impress. That is exhausting for a narcissist because they are working that person over. That's not who they really are. So it's exhausting trying to be someone that they're not. Who they are the people that were with you for the rest of the time. That initial phase doesn't last long. And then who they are comes out in full force, and that's not as exhausting. That's who they are at the core. And so eventually the mask will come off for that new supply as well. So if you are in the place of asking the question, is the narcissist treating the new person any better? I know exactly where you are in your healing process, and I wish I could come through this camera and give you a big hug because I know how hard it is to be right in this spot of asking that question. So let me try to help you heal at least this part of your journey. I'm going to give you a strategy that I think will work. It worked for me, and it's worked for many of my clients, and so I hope it'll work for you as well. And I'd love to hear about it. If it does work, comment at the bottom of the video and let us know how it helped. And I promise you, if you begin to use this strategy, you will begin to feel better and better each day. So when you find yourself asking that question, is he treating the new person any better? I want you to recognize that you are this is a strategy. Think about, okay, I'm asking the question right now. Is he treating the other person any better? He just gave her flowers or he just gave her candy. They posted it on social media. Again, that's purposeful. He wants you to see it. So when you're asking that question, I want you to try to stop and ask yourself, okay, where is my energy focused, right? My energy is focused towards the narcissist and their new supply, right? In a sense, what you're doing is letting that narcissist continue to harm you, continue to hurt you. So if you're focused on that question of whether or not he's treating the new supply any better, your energy is towards them. So I want you to stop and I want you to shift your energy this way towards you and your life, right? And this will get easier to do as you do it. But okay, I'm noticing my energy is focused towards them. I'm going to focus my energy here. All right, what new recipe have I wanted to try? I'm going to pull out my recipe book. What place am I wanting to go on vacation next? What do I want to change in my house? What task do I want to complete in my house, right? So the strategy is to turn away from the focus that you have on them and their new life, because that's not serving you. When you're focused on them, you're focused on them and their life. You have to switch the focus and just kind of turn your body towards your life. Your energy needs to go towards building your new life. And so what I would do when I was focused on that, I would start to eventually go, okay, I'm focusing on them. What am I going to focus on now? Okay, there's been something I've been wanting to do in the garage that I haven't done. I'm going to go down there and just distract myself with that, right? That's all it is. At first, it's just a distraction away from the energy you're putting towards them and putting the energy back in your life. And I don't care what it is. It could be cleaning the bathroom. It could be doing a recipe. It could be starting a new hobby. It could be research on a paper you're writing for school. It could be just looking up, okay, I want to go back to school. What do I want to do? I don't know. Okay, I'm going to start looking at programs in the area. Or it could be making a call to a friend that you know absolutely loves you. Call your friend circle, call your parents, call a sibling. It doesn't matter what that activity is that you're doing. The trick is to train your brain to stop focusing on them, and every time that you do, you focus on you. So that's the strategy, and I'm telling you, it changes lives. It changed my life. It changes the life of my clients, because many people are in this place when they get discarded by a narcissist. They're wondering why, if that other person is being treated any differently. And the answer is, it's just right now, it is appearing that way, but the mask will come off and he will treat that person just like he treated you, because they don't have the ability to do any different. They're damaged people. And I want to give you an analogy. Visuals, I've said this many times on my channel, visuals really helped me in my healing journey. And I want you to picture, I went on this cruise ship once, and it was in Hawaii. And there was a point at which we were in the middle of the ocean, And we knew this was going to happen, so that they were going to stop the ship and they were going to do a 180. They were going to turn the ship around, so everyone on the ship, no matter where their room was, would be able, or where they were standing on the ship, they could be, at an outdoor bar or whatever, but it didn't matter. No matter where you were on the ship, they were going to turn the ship completely around and be able to see this volcano off in the distance. I don't remember which volcano it was, but whatever. But the captain told us this was going to happen. And I remember, kind of being on that ship, and it was like a very slow turn. I thought when the captain first said that this was going to be happening, I thought it was going to be like you would know. But it wasn't. It was a very, very slow turn. I don't even know how long it took to turn the ship completely in a circle, but it happened. And I use that analogy because when you're healing from narcissistic abuse and you're asking yourself the question on whether or not he's treating the new supply any better, it is a very slow process to start to focus the energy on yourself. And I want you to picture that ship. And I mean, it was probably just as slow as it could be, and it was turning around, but eventually you were looking at that volcano. And I was like, I didn't even really feel it moving. And that's what it's like healing that part of your journey, is that one day you just realize that you stopped asking the question as often as you did the day before. And you started to really rebuild your life. And I think when you start this, get a sense of like you're building your life. Let's say you're trying to learn a new recipe, and each time you stopped focusing your energy on the narcissist and his new partner and started to focus on you, maybe you've done 10 or 12 recipes, right? Because you started to focus on your own life, and that feels really good. And those accomplishments that you make in this process, that also spurs on the healing journey, because you're building your life at the same time. It's just a way to really stop focusing on them, is when you focus on yourself. And for those of you who used to ask that question and now you don't, tell us about your strategies in the comments below. We'd love to hear about how you got through that part of your journey. And if you're still healing from your narcissistic abuse, I did a video recently on how to not go back to the narcissist. And if you have not checked out that video, you'll want to check that out. Well, that's all for today. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.